Peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace, and special guest Isaiah is back, and AJ is in the building as well. Let's go. How y'all been?
Ellen, I've been good.
I'm living that Kanye good life.
Don't live Kanye life at all.
Why not?
He was sucking his cousin's penis until he was 14. That's diabolical.
What do you have against people sucking wiener?
Is that a fact?
No, that's what he tweeted. Yeah, he made a whole song about it.
That's ridiculous. That's insane.
He said from 6 to 14. I was like, okay, it's already diabolical that it was your cousin, right? It's a whole nother thing. Like, that whole thing is weird. But I guess the cousin was actually younger than him. So the cousin was like 5 or 6 or something. So this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. So, but y'all kept doing this till 14? 14? My guy, at 14, you're gay.
Nah, this
You're
is crazy.
fucking gay, my guy. I don't care what nobody says.
That's crazy.
And it's fine. You could be gay, but like, don't be talking crap about other gay folks when you was sucking your cousin's penis to 14. It's nuts. I don't know why we started off an MMA podcast with that, but
that's wild.
He should have started with MMA. He should have went to mute. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, he shouldn't have told nobody.
Right, like
how about
who
that?
has to know that?
Hey, we got to bring back just keeping some stuff to yourself.
Hey, put it out there.
I was just playing that song with him and T-Pain, Welcome to the Good Life. I ain't playing that shit no more.
Why?
Because it don't seem right no more. Listen to it. Welcome to nah.
All right, y'all. Let's get back on topic. This weekend, Ian Machado Garry did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Right.
I said he was gonna do. I'm not sure. Jace and AJ wasn't on here, but yeah, he went inside there and smoked Carlos Pradas.
I think Ian.
Yeah, he did great.
Just so we know, and it's official like a referee, I did take Ian Garry.
But Carlos, he did have an opportunity to finish the fight.
I just realized I started on the wrong screen. How annoying.
Well, real quick before we get in this about that fight, I want to say this is one of the few moments that I've been watching UFC, and I was entertained more by boxing this week. I would say that though. And on main event wise, that was a good fight this week.
Didn't watch it.
Really?
You didn't
I think it's on YouTube right now. Conor
You
Ben
saw
and
Big Junior.
Listen,
I don't even know the other guy, the Chris Eubank. I don't know him, but I watched Conor and I seen that shit was a good fight.
I'm only going out of my way to watch Tyson Fury and Tank Davis. That's it. Everybody else
and Jake Paul. You love Jake
Paul. I watched some
I
Ryan
do
Garcia.
not go out of my way.
I
will watch Ryan.
You're a Jake Paul fangirl.
How about
No,
Usyk?
I'm not.
Usyk? No, Usyk. You want to watch Usyk?
No.
Really?
No.
That's interesting.
I'm not crazy for Cocoa Puffs over boxing like that. Like, I have the dudes I want to see fight, and that's that.
That's fair.
Interesting. So let's talk about the card. Can we talk about your boy, Rude Boy? What?
Hey.
That was a good
face
finish.
down, ass up.
That was a good finish.
That was nasty.
I'm happy he got that knockout too, because he got robbed last fight, and that
right, he did.
So I'm happy to see he's winning now.
Right, but I don't like. He's good, but like, I think he's gonna get some. They might give him Carlos next process. They might give him to Randy Brown. To be honest,
Wonder Boy just called him out.
Or Wonder Boy, yeah. I said that fight to Wonder Boy and Randy Brown. Oh, Pradas, Wonder Boy and Pradas.
That's what Wonder Boy called out.
I think Pradas he's too aggressive in this stage of his career for Wonder Boy. He gonna knock him out. Wonder Boy's done. Damn, your Wonder Boy still fighting?
Yo, easy kid.
I forgot about Wonder Boy. Easy. Yo, when was his last fight? I'm so serious. Was it against
Buckley?
Buckley, right? Yeah,
the
Buckley.
Generation of fighters, bro. They got just one step ahead, you know.
Well, you know what's crazy? That fight with Buckley though, he looked good. Steven looked good that fight. He just got caught.
He got caught. Yeah. He got caught. Everyone winning until you're losing.
Well, I mean, Buckley was setting him up, but I know what you mean.
But Randy Brown,
was not setting up. Buckley was getting pieced the fuck up.
No, he wasn't. He was winning.
Steven was
getting beat up. Buckley was getting pieced up. Yeah.
Is there any other fights that we want to talk about?
Yes.
that
Oh my
happened?
God. Oh my. Wellmaker. He has serious one punch power. I thought it was a fluke on the Contender. He one shot somebody. His debut when he one shot somebody. Nah, he got power. I like him at bantamweight. He gonna be good. He gonna be a problem.
He quit his job today
Right.
Yep, he got the
because he
bonus.
got the 50K bonus. I don't really think that's the best decision, but hey,
Yeah.
that's his
And
life.
shout out to Cameron. I like
I
Cameron.
mean,
Wait,
I think he's still good. He's a good prospect.
Cameron who?
Cameron
Fuck
Simon,
that
man.
South African. Fuck him.
Really? I hate when the
I
young
agree.
prospects
Yo,
lose.
fuck
Like
the
I'm not a
South
fan of that.
Africans
I
too.
hate
Fuck the South Africans too.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Fuck
why
him.
you
We don't trust those gaslighters.
Hell yeah!
We don't trust
Exactly.
gaslighters.
They
What
fucking
you
Nah.
gotta get
gaslit the
South
shit out of
Africans?
everybody else.
That's
The
funny.
great
Fights, I'm the real African
DDP,
champion. Right,
Yeah.
great
I never said I was the real
DDP,
African champion. It
I
was
never
you.
said that. Yes,
Hmm.
you did.
the great DDP hails from South Africa. Thank you.
You call him great?
Yeah. I mean, listen, with one or two more dubs, you got to start talking about him as the best middleweight ever.
You're
You
smoking
could.
crack. Don't.
If he beats Hamza and like
When?
another,
Question. Since Jace is on that topic, with two more wins, Jace is he considered the best African fighter of all time in MMA? Drake is.
100%.
do we have to call him African?
What are
We
you
can't
He
call him
He's
is.
talking?
Dutch.
He
African.
is though. He's from South Africa.
He's
We can't
African.
So then,
call
who's
him
the
Dutch.
best American fighter?
Best American fighter,
Probably John Jones.
John Jones.
John
Yeah,
Jones, for
Nah, I'm
sure.
not going
or
with
Actually,
that.
no,
DJ.
no, no, no. No, 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 no. I can't say John Jones. John Jones is disqualified from everything because he
Okay,
popped for Jamba Juice.
DJ. That's fair. DJ. That's fair.
Wait. Okay, never mind.
By Jamba Juice, I meant PEDs.
Nah, I know what you.
Okay.
I get it. So then, who is it?
I think it's DJ. If it's not John Jones, it's
Oh,
got to be
DJ.
DJ.
True. DJ's
Best
American.
American, got to
Yeah,
be DJ.
it's DJ then.
Since y'all like to talk about race, who is the best white American fighter of all time?
White American, that's
Why
tough. Let
you
me
couldn't
think.
say black American, huh?
Dustin, the first
Why
person that
on the
come to
all
mind.
black podcast you had to go to the white boys, the WB? Shout out to
Dustin,
CJ.
I'm about to say, I don't know why we're talking about white South Africans and white Americans, but I
I
need
mean,
to
Nah, but
look
what's
it up.
there's definitely more accomplished
Because
white American
we
guys than
already
Dustin.
talked about who is the best just off rip. So
So
then
how
it's
come we
like
couldn't go to black Americans first?
I'm about to say,
because
That's
we
a tough
already
one. I
said
don't
it.
know.
You
That's
did
a good
not
question.
say.
White American, that's a good one. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
it's
That's a good
probably
one.
Dustin Poirier. Oh, no.
Justin is not a
Stipe?
champion.
Do you
Yeah, he's
have
Chris
to
not,
be
Chris
the
he's not a
Weidman?
champion?
champion.
Not Chris Weidman, right?
Not a
Not Chris
champion,
Weidman.
but like,
Okay,
probably
so
Stipe.
my vote for the number one, I'm probably going to give it the best white American fighter. I'm going to give it to Frankie Edgar.
You know what? I'm not mad
It's
about that.
not a
I'll
bad
take that.
pick. That's a good pick.
How about Luke
Italians do
Rockhold?
not call themselves white,
Luke Rockhold? Luke
but
Rockhold in his
yeah,
prime?
Italians are white, though. They
I
have
know,
no
but they
choice.
don't call themselves white.
Yeah, we got a
Hmm.
lot of things. We got
We
Dutch
got a
people
lot
calling
going
themselves
on.
Africans. You know what I'm saying? We got niggas just be
That was a good
freestyling.
question.
Oh, dead
What's
ass.
up?
DDP with two more wins is the greatest African fighter of all time.
African. Okay.
I guess,
Um,
bro. Yeah,
I don't think that he'd be the greatest African fighter. I feel like who else is from Africa?
He's
but
definitely, I don't know
wait.
about the best, but if we're talking about well rounded, he's the best. He is
But
the
what
best.
two more wins? Like which wins?
So come shot, right?
Tall
Okay,
task. Tall task.
Right? Like he
that
gets
was
because
freaky.
everyone's expecting him to lose against come shot.
No
I don't know
one's.
why.
Yo, stop
Nobody's
calling him
expecting
that,
that.
bro.
I know. Like he swears. Jace thinks that he's Kobe Covington.
What are you talking
Yo,
about?
That's why you call him cum shot because
you
that's what
you
Kobe
are
That's
said.
his name.
I'm shy. Kobe does call him
That's
that.
that's how you
Dr.
pronounce
Umar is
it.
not smiling on you, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it.
Okay, so Hamza, who else?
Yeah. So everyone expects the great African champ DDP to lose to come shot, which is crazy. Because he's the champion and he's faced better competition and is just going to win. And it really doesn't matter after that. I mean, 185 is kind of stagnant.
No, he got contenders to fight. He got Nazarin, he got Kyle, he got contenders.
I
Is
mean,
anyone is anyone clamoring off of those two guys that you just named?
So you're taking somebody that's in a stagnant division, right? That doesn't matter who he fights, and you're saying that with two doesn't matter wins, all of a sudden he becomes the best African champion?
Yeah, you,
If the
Because
wins don't matter, if who he's
he
fighting doesn't matter, how does that
realistically he'd
automatically?
only have 2 all-time wins, like
Yeah.
Izzy and Underdog.
because
yeah.
he's cleared out the division. He's beat everyone else.
But Izzy beat out the division before
How
him,
does that make
and
him
Usman beat out the
the best
division in
African
welterweight.
champion?
Yeah, and then he beat the shit out of Izzy. So
Two title defenses. Wait, he had
But
one, right?
Izzy,
If
okay,
he gets two more, that'll be three, right?
Yeah, compared to
Nah,
Izzy
he's
7,
not.
compared
Nah,
to Izzy
nah, he's
being
not.
on. Like, what
but
are we
he
talking
dog
about?
walked Izzy.
He did not
Nah,
dog walk
he
him.
can go
Yes, he
with it.
did. Dominated.
Here we go. Here goes
Dominated.
Jace
but,
with the bullshit. If this is y'all
but
first time
Izzy
watching
has
the
a
pod,
KO. But
Jace
Izzy
is
has a
just full
KO
of it.
of a two-divisional champion. So I'm saying his
That's
win
tough.
over Izzy is the same as Izzy's win over Alex Pereira, like legacy-wise, like it's the same impact.
It's
So
tough.
I don't think he'd
Not
be.
just a win, a life-changing knockout.
Stop it.
Was
Stop
it
it.
not? Was he not on the ground with his toes curled,
This is not a life
Toes
changing
curled is
knockout. You're
crazy.
acting
being
like he was getting
ridiculous.
the best guac 3000?
Right.
Hey, this is an all ages podcast.
Okay. We started
Hmm.
off with Kanye West. The ages is out of here. Like, this video not getting pushed at all. YouTube's like, absolutely not. Like,
So let me ask you this, Sky. I mean, because AJ for once has common sense. Sky and Isaiah, what is it about DDP that y'all just don't like? I
he's
mean,
a
he's a
gaslighter.
humble champion.
Do you want me? I'll go on a.
Wait,
I
real
could
quick though.
explain
So
it.
real quick though. This is weird because we're on the same side. What is the difference between DDP saying from whatever he's saying and Leon Edwards saying what he's saying?
Okay,
So we know
Leon
So I'll
Leon.
tell
Edwards
You
you.
know,
I'll tell
actually,
you because I remember the quote. I'll tell you.
wait. Time out, time out. Before you answer that,
Mhm.
Isaiah, I wanted to give you the opportunity to respond to the question that I asked.
Okay. So
Short
what is it
version,
about
though.
DDP?
Yeah,
My issue with
short version.
DDP is that he came out and he basically implied that he was the real African champion or going to be. And the problem with real African champion is that obviously DDP is white. We get it. That doesn't stop him from being African. But when you say you're the real or true African and you're comparing yourself to people that are ethnically African, that comes off as racist. More importantly, when you get questioned on it, you say, Mike, I didn't say that. That wasn't to me. I didn't say that. That wasn't to me.
show me
hmm,
where
And,
I said that. That's
and
what he
then
said.
there's a clip of him on his first ever fight, and he's saying, I'm gonna be the first real African champion. His coach says it. If you want to go a little bit deeper, South
Pause.
Africa has a history of Afrikaners, which is what DDP is, saying this type of rhetoric to discredit people of color in South Africa, which has a long history of racism that is way worse than the US.
all right.
So,
Real quick though. The only reason why DDP said what he said because the guy trains out of Africa. That's the only reason why he said that.
But
That's
no,
my that's my
no, he
opinion.
backtracked.
That's my opinion.
Before he said that, and then he said it again, and then when people started pressing him about being ridiculous, then that's when he said, "What's wrong with me saying I'm the only guy that trains
but
out of
even
that?" That's when he backtracked and then started
Oh, okay.
gaslighting and then
I
started acting
agree.
like everybody else was crazy for interpreting it
But
exactly what the fuck he
even
said.
if that's the case, Nigeria and Cameroon are third
Yeah,
world countries.
yeah.
They can't train in MMA and join the UFC in Nigeria. That goes without saying. Duplessis grew up in white South Africa. That is going to be more economically stable enough for him to join a MMA gym and get started. All the MMA promotions are in South Africa. You don't know that? Like almost all of them. Usman is the one trying to bring MMA to third world countries like Nigeria. So why are
Nigeria
you
and shit.
coming to the UFC and trying to start with all these other African champions? He's talking about Ngannou, who had to leave Cameroon and swim over the fucking
Mm.
ocean. You know what I
12
mean?
times.
I get what you guys are trying to say. I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
I
that's my issue
definitely
with him.
understand it.
But he's really good though. I'm not hating on his. He's funny. I don't like him.
He's a
Talented.
serious troll though. He a serious troll. Like that shit is
He's
crazy. He a
funny.
troll.
I think it,
And
but he not. He's weird, bro.
AJ, to answer your
He's South
question about
African.
what's the difference between Dricus and Leon, I
Oh yes,
actually
yes.
have made a short about that. where I compared the exact same things that they said. And actually, the very first video that Izzy posted of Drekis with the "Show Me Where I Said That" was the
Dark
video that
roll.
I clipped and put together. It got like
Oh,
over
wow.
2 million views on Izzy's Twitter.
Oh, that's good. What's up?
Yeah,
Sorry.
like because I went back, I'm like, this dude did say this shit.
Yeah.
And then
Hey,
I
Mom.
went and I clipped one with
Coach
Leon
said it
and
too.
Drekis.
I'm at home.
And that put yourself on mute so we don't have to hear you and Mom.
Why you at home?
I'm on mute. You can
You're
hear me?
not on mute. We can definitely hear you. I'm gonna mute you. All right. Sorry, that was distracting. I heard my
If I
mom's voice.
may
I'm like,
too,
what happened?
just to put it into perspective as well, and I'll let you go. It would DDP. It would be what DDP said would be like me as an African American telling an indigenous Cherokee person who moved to Canada that I'm the real American. Do you see how that's hypocritical and ironic?
Yeah,
Now that I've
that's
laid it-
bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's
Okay. That's fair.
So you
That's
can,
fair.
you guys can respond now.
But yeah, so what Leon literally said in front of Mike Bisping, next to Mike Bisping, was that those exact words. I'm going to be the first fighter from London that trained out of London. He's born in Jamaica. He's a Jamaican. That's why he walks out with the Jamaican flag. That's why he talks about that's why he's officially the first Jamaican UFC champion.
It's not
Aljamain
Aljamain?
Sterling was born in New York City. His
Okay.
family, his mother and his father, are from Jamaica.
Okay.
He's of Jamaican heritage,
There it is.
but he's not Jamaican, technically. And that's all. But at the end of the day, I don't know how because we were saying fuck Cameron Saman. I've been happy watching him get knocked out. He got knocked out by what's my man's name? Frank Ocean's baby
Talbot?
daddy. Yeah,
Payton
Frank
Talbot?
Ocean's baby daddy.
I thought your man was Carlos Oberg. That was him.
No, that's what I said. My man is Carlos Oberg, but
Speaking of
Frank
people,
Ocean's man is Peyton.
Okay.
speaking of people, my girl is fighting this weekend. Let's go, Julian. I love you. Answer my DMs. I'm actually in her.
Imagine
You
finding.
talking about Kobe Covington?
Sky.
Nah,
Sky,
Kobe Covington is with like a 17-year-old. Did y'all see that?
Oh, that was
I didn't.
wild.
Why
Yo,
is he with that child?
Real quick on Kobe Covington. Like, who does this man beat in this division right now? Like,
Nobody.
genuinely.
Sean Brady.
Like, no, stop it.
No,
He
seriously.
hasn't beat anybody in the division.
He can beat Sean Brady for sure.
You know who will embarrass him? And I feel like if he loses to this guy, he will probably retire.
Sean Brady?
No, Geoff Neal. I think Geoff will get him the fuck out of there, like immediately. I think he
Bro,
would.
Jeff Neal fight like he don't want to sometimes. I don't know.
Listen,
He's a quitter.
after what I saw, he changed. He altered Luke's career. I don't care about none of that.
He's a
Kobe
quitter.
is washed. Yeah.
That was one of the first fights in UFC history when I seen a man's career just got changed in front of my eyes. Nah, I don't care. That performance was crazy. I think Jeff Neal gets Kobe out of there.
Mm.
Right.
Kobe's not
You
even.
usually pick losers, so make sure to take that too in account.
His guy is ranked number 1, so
Number one. And it would take him one time to become a champion.
And still not fighting for the title. Still
don't need it,
4
dude.
people back.
Hey, he did it better than Usman.
He's gonna fight for that belt. Man.
I don't think he's ever going to get a title shot.
He
He's
is.
got like 3 or 4 people in front of him right now.
Who?
Shavkat's in front of him,
Nah,
100%.
he's number 2.
Shavkat's injured.
He's injured.
We're
boy.
just talking about in front of him. What you call it? Ian
Technically,
Gary's
he's not,
in front of him.
Sean Brady's
Ian
number
Gary
1.
is not in front of
Sean Brady number one.
Definitely in front of him.
Sean Brady.
Ian
Number
Gary's
Who's the
one.
backup fighter? Ian Gary could be fighting for the title in 2 weeks.
But
But he's not.
Ian Gary's not gonna fight
No.
for the belt.
Y'all
Actually
don't know
fight
that.
for the title.
Y'all don't know. Anyone can miss weight. Anyone can slip on a fucking banana peel. And he's fighting for the title.
But you're saying it like it's a given,
Damn, Tony.
like it's a done deal.
Not damn Tony. Damn. AJ cooking.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Real quick, let's take a look at this weekend's card.
It was a good card. Good main event.
The boy Iowa. Corey Sandhagen, what he's been doing on social media
Marvelous.
has been fantastic.
It is.
Trying
It's
to
fun.
create a narrative.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fun, it's funny, it's respectful, and it makes you want to watch. And that's what I would like to see more fighters do. Like, you don't have to be an asshole in order to
Right.
get people to enjoy you. Like, his content is amazing.
But you got to win
Um,
though.
he lost his last fight to Umar. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh yeah, I
But
forgot.
he was the only person that would fight him. Nobody else in the division would fight him.
Right. That's true.
Literally, they had to hire somebody from Taco Bell to come in and fight Umar. Like,
Yo,
That's crazy.
Umar has one of the most like rigged like the way he got ranked is unbelievable. I think he beat somebody that was unranked. Next week he's number 11. That shit's crazy.
hey, 2-3 years in Dagestan and forget.
That has been the line, like just the line this year.
Yo, why
Yeah.
does that guy? He look like Jamal Hill's baby brother from my screen.
Why are you trying to do Montel Jackson like that?
No, Smotherman. From what I
Oh,
he look
I,
like
I know Curious George ain't trying to throw heat at people.
look
Curious
like
George
Jamal
is
Hill.
crazy.
dead ass. Ikram actually looks like Curious George. I don't know if you watched the pod last
Yo,
week,
is
AJ.
it
Yeah.
Come on, lift off. Really?
Yes,
is it
from
crazy
last
to say that all the Dagestanis with that haircut kind of look like Islam look like Caesar sometimes?
Oh,
Yes,
I think we got to chill before we get
they do.
they found us and
No,
we all
no,
get
it's
choked
not.
out.
No.
They don't take too kind of good
Haircut
into
Yours
info.
is not because of anything ethnic. All right,
Yeah.
Mike, I didn't mean it that way. That's not how I meant it at
No
all.
way, brother. um, oh my gosh, y'all are funny. Julian Miller is fighting for her papers. She's
Is,
lost 3 in a row. This is
is
the
that a
last fight.
Dante Mays sighting? Oh my lord!
Yes.
Oh
Dontel?
my god! Uh,
Can we talk
UFC.
about the greatness of Gillian Robinson? All right. So Sky
Uh,
was flabbergasted to find out that out of all the fighters on earth, I only follow one fighter on social media. It's Gillian Robinson. That's the only fighter that I legitimately follow. I don't even
100.
follow the UFC.
That's Miss 500.
I just don't understand what you find attractive.
Everything she get this work.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We got Tracy
She's
Cortez,
I mean,
Mama
there's so many more.
Jamona,
Tracy
even
Cortez is cool.
Tracy Cortez. She's
She's
more than cool.
cool, but she ain't Jillian.
What's her first name? Dumont? Him and Norma Dumont? That's her first name, right?
With the
Yeah, she's
fatty.
cool. I ain't say that. You said it, but yeah.
I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
Hey,
see
you know who else
Jillian
got a
smash her.
dump truck? Jocelyn Edwards. I don't know if it comes through on
Oh,
the
from the
camera.
last fight, the card, yeah. From the last
Yeah,
fight
yeah. But in person, listen, she be in the gym.
Got that thing.
I would tell you something, me and my coworker. But anyways, Misha Tate for some reason is still fighting.
Right.
yeah, I was shocked when I seen that.
I respect it. You get your paycheck, sis. I respect it. Like,
Hey, it is what
She's
it is.
fighting.
Jeremy
She's
Stevens
ranked. Shout out to Jeremy Stevens coming back. Listen, I'm looking for this fight to be a
That
banger.
too.
on a
yeah.
1-fight contract.
Love it.
Y'all already know the deal with this shit. We can act like we don't know the deal, but we already know what's gonna go on with this shit.
This is his hometown. He hit up the Hunter and was like, "Hey, I want to be back on this card." They was like, "Sure, run it." You know, he been over in BKFC doing his thing. Just got done making Eddie Alvarez quit.
Basically, yeah. Basically. It's crazy.
And then the big one,
What? Bo?
Poe.
Bobo. Taking on RDR. I think it's crazy that Bo Nickel is a -325 favorite
Yeah, that shit's
I
crazy.
love
over
it.
RDR.
It's gonna
I
be that high for
love
sure.
it. I
A
love it. I hope it
two
goes higher.
division.
Who make the odds though like that? That's dumb. That's dumb.
Vegas. Jace, are you
I'm
betting the house?
You have
I'm
to.
not I'm not betting the house because for some
Because the house is
inexplicable
almost gone.
reason, every time I bet the house, I've been taking L's. I'm going to place a large wager on
I feel
RDR.
that. I feel that.
Didn't you bet the house on Chandler?
I bet the house on fucking Chandler.
Why?
I'm
That's
eating
crazy.
top ramen this week.
He
It's
wasn't
wild.
listening to me.
Man.
That's why.
I don't even blame you for it. I was shocked to see that he was really getting outstruck by Patty.
It's crazy. It's
But
crazy.
I think this weekend though is gonna be like one of those events that like the co-main event is gonna be the biggest storyline in my opinion. Because
It is. It already
Bo's
is going into it.
yeah, he's one of the prospects in the UFC right now, and I think he's gonna get
I
not
think
dominated though. But he's gonna get toward like his levels. I don't
He's
think
gonna
Bo's
get
ready for this.
choked the fuck out.
I don't think he's ready.
RDR is gonna choke him the fuck
he
out.
could choke him out, but Nikal has good defensive wrestling. He's got good offensive wrestling. If he actually decides to throw a punch this fight, he may have the advantage in the boxing. We'll see. He's not a bad boxer. He just doesn't. He could have finished Paul Craig. He just decided not to for whatever
I
reason.
strongly disagree with that
He has
statement.
power. He definitely has power. But
He hurt Paul Craig like twice in the last round of their fight, and he just didn't throw
His striking is
Face.
on the level of CJ, just terrible.
But if Bo Nichols somehow does get this win though, he got all my credit, all my respect. Because I don't like this fight for him at all.
RDR, like, Bo is going to try to strike, and then RDR is going to tap him up, or like, you can't do this. And then when he shoots, RDR is going to hit him with that guillotine
Like
and
the
choke him the
guy
fuck
that
out.
the guy that Ikram just beat, that's who Bo should have fought. They should have let Bo fight him. The guy Ikram just beat.
Andre
Right? Yeah, he should have fought. Bo should have fought him. I think that's a good step up. But this is a
Bro,
big
but
step.
Bo Nikal's been getting step ups for like not 5 years, but 3 years. It feels like at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
But the same thing can be said with Patty. Patty's been in the UFC for like 5 years now, legitimately.
Yeah, since
no,
the
I
pandemic.
agree.
Yeah.
And then he fights like once a year.
And
Yeah.
steadily on the up. Right now, he is one fight away from fighting for the title.
Right. Yeah. He might be a co-main too his next fight too. So main event somewhere.
All right, let's get these picks. Scott, we doing top three?
Top 3 it is.
You do top
Starting
four.
with-
You top four because that fight with Montel Jackson and that's a good fight.
Sure.
That's a good fight.
Montel Jackson and Danielle Marcos.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
Montel.
know. I'm for that fight though. That's to me that fight of the night. I'm gonna go with Montel Jackson.
Because Montel hasn't lost, right? Like, let me see. I think he's on a... Yeah, he beat Kendrick. He did Kendrick bad.
Yeah, a couple seconds.
Yeah, he's on a
not fight
5-fight
of the
winning
night
streak.
there. 5? Yeah, that's
He's on a
that's fight of the
5-fight
night.
winning streak.
And I think Marco is undefeated too.
Yeah.
I
really bad.
am taking Marcos.
Shocker.
What does that mean?
You not picking the black guy is such a shocker.
I don't pick people based on race.
Okay.
Mhm. Marco is good too though.
Montel Jackson, because I do pick people based off race.
Let's go.
Fucking CJ in the building? What?
Let's
It's
go.
a joke.
Yeah, chill. Santiago Ponzinibbio taking on D-Rod.
I'm going D-Rod. D-Rod needs it more.
I'm gonna go D-Rod too.
I'm going with Ponzinibbio, man. He's a dog, man. He just ekes out some of these weird ass fights.
He's a dog on a leash. That's what he is. He's done.
I'm going to go Ponzinibbio.
Look at Sky. I feel
Yeah.
like being right. God damn.
Hey,
All these years being my little
if
sister.
I'm,
you
if
finally
I'm
learned
wrong with
something.
you,
God, real quick, what was his last fight? Check Ponzinibbio's last fight? I feel like he lost his last fight, didn't he?
I think he did. I think they both lost their last fights. Let me see
D-Rod
Ponzinibbio's.
fought Gas
Then-
Smoke.
Gas
And I don't
Smoke.
know Ponzinibbio.
Oh, no, he won his last fight. He fought Harris. Will Harris.
I'm still
Man.
taking.
Yeah,
Taking D-Rod.
I don't know. D-Rod doesn't really. I don't know. I'm gonna go with D-Rod though.
Yeah. You going to go with D-Rod?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think back to the Kevin Holland fight. That's the last Ponzinibbio fight I saw, but I don't know. I might just go with D-Rod.
All
Yeah, I
right.
think D-Rod.
Let's take a look at RDR versus Bo Bickle. No
Sorry.
Bickle.
I'm sorry, Bo. This is gonna be his first loss, man. It's gonna be his first loss.
100% RDR taps him with a guillotine. Calling my shot. Second round.
Ooh.
I like elbows too. I like elbows. cut him up and shit.
RDR is a real fighter, like
Yeah.
real, well versed, well rounded fighter.
They're like hold on, because it's funny because I know you guys don't like Kevin Holland, but I feel like he took Kevin Holland down like against his will. Like he just like played with him. That shit was funny.
I mean, as much as I want to say it is a good, that is a fire win. Kevin
Yeah,
Holland been fighting recently, like he don't care no more. So it's like,
right.
nah.
Recently, like the past 5 years, he's been fighting like that.
Yo, he gets one of the he
I
gets
give him
his
2, not
his
5.
check though. His check, you would think he top 5, and he get a nice check. Shit,
Listen,
crazy.
I support it, bro. I ain't even mad. Get your money if you want to lose, bro. I don't know. Just don't fuck up my parlay.
I just don't understand how Kevin Holland's got such a following based off of mediocrity.
Can we book him versus Michael Chandler? Somebody, Michael Chandler versus Kevin Holland.
True. Michael Chandler's another
Fuck
one.
no.
Michael Chandler,
Absolutely not.
just like Kevin Holland, in the
No, he's
same
not.
boat.
No, because Chandler A has legitimate, like maybe not now, but he has had aspirations of being a champion.
Kevin
Well, Kevin
Holland has
Holland,
more ranked wins than Chandler.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the mentality. The mentality that he had is Chandler's like, I want to be fucking champion. That's his
Chandler wants to fight
mentality.
Connor. He doesn't want. He don't care about Islam.
He'd fight him.
You think if he beat Charles Oliveira last year, he would have called out Islam or Connor? Be honest.
I don't know.
He was gonna call out Connor. He was trying to
I
get that
He's
banner.
I
still
don't
pulling
know.
out
Chandler
Connor.
a dog though. Chandler a dog. I respect Chandler.
And Chandler is a dog, and literally win, lose, or draw, like just he's must see TV. Kevin Holland is not must see TV.
But he's on TV. He shows up multiple times a year getting that bread,
Fuck him.
and I hate him. So it is what it is. I'm going RDR. I
I'm gonna
do.
go.
He came at me crazy. And then Corey Sandhagen versus Davison Figueiredo.
Wait. Isaiah, who did you pick? RDR or Bo?
I'm a pick Bo. By round 2 left hook KO.
All right.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take.
We're gonna see.
If Bo catches, if Bo knocks him out, he need a top 10 opponent after that.
I agree. I think he should have got one already, but here we are.
And Corey versus Davison. Corey is a minus 500 favorite. That's crazy.
I don't like that either.
That's disgusting. I don't
He
like
hasn't,
that.
has he even beat any champions besides Frankie?
Who, Corey?
No. Yeah.
Well, it'd be
No,
kinda
but
hard to-
Corey is extremely skilled, though. We ain't
Nah,
gonna
yeah, he is, but like he's not
Champions
beating
for
the best of the
Peter
best
Yan
though.
and Aljo.
Yeah, he's not beating the best of the best. Like Peter Yan, Aljo, Davidson is best of the best. I know he's one step down, but he's still the best of the best. Let me a good fight. I don't know. This is a tough one to pick. I'm gonna go with championship experience and more. I'm gonna go with Davidson. I'm gonna go Davidson.
I don't know. Corey saying against boxing, he doesn't.
Corey's nice though.
He is. I feel like he doesn't have enough output to stop people from getting in the pocket and hurting him. I feel like.
Real quick, guys. I don't like talking about other fights and shit, but I'm not saying these guys fight a similar way, but do Song Yadong and Davidson fight a similar way in terms of striking? Because
No.
when he was fighting against Sandhagen, I swear to God, Song Yadong's gonna win that fight until it got stopped.
I thought
And
so
I think-
too. I thought
and I-
so.
Song Yadong, Umar, like these people that are pressure boxers that could get in Corey Sandhagen's face. That also have
Peter
output.
Yan. Peter
Peter
Yan
Yan.
turned engines on him.
I think Davidson's gonna apply the same type of pressure. I think he's gonna win. I don't know if he's gonna finish him though.
We'll see. If Davidson Figueroa shows up with output, he'll win. But if he doesn't, I mean, this might just be like a Corey Sandhagen. I like Corey Sandhagen a lot too, bro. I want him to win. But
I
we'll
think
see.
Corey's gonna dog walk him.
Yo, real quick, is Davidson a Hall of Famer?
Listen,
Yes.
Nah,
absolutely.
Cowboy Cerrone made it into the Hall of Fame. Anybody
Yeah.
can make it there.
Right.
I put Anthony Smith in there.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Why
Why
not?
not?
Just put anybody. Whoever
Anybody.
the fuck you want on this list, put them in there.
Nah, we need a
Kevin
different
Holland
criteria.
can go in there because he didn't fought so many times. Like, this shit is a joke. Y'all let Cowboys bitch ass in there for no reason.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, so damn, that is crazy. I feel like if you let Cowboy in there, you gotta let Neil Magny in there. You gotta let Jim Miller in there. You gotta let all them guys in
Gotta
there.
let him
Neil Magny
in.
in the Hall of Fame is ridiculous, bro.
It's ridiculous. Hey, but he got the most wins at welterweight. Like, why not? We just letting anybody in with wins.
100%.
They trying to put Jim Miller in for what? Because he
Why
got the
not?
most. Like, what's going on?
Listen,
Put 'em all in.
Cowboys there. Put them all in. Just any name you
Bruh.
like.
That's crazy though. They really gotta be in there though. It's crazy.
I guarantee you Jim Miller's in the Hall of Fame.
All right, can we get all our picks for this fight and then move on?
I'm gonna go Davidson.
Good vibes. I'm gonna pick Corey.
As y'all know, if you've watched the pod, Figgy is my guy, partly because he always beats the shit out of Brandon.
Really? Because he lost.
Can I finish, please? Can you not interrupt greatness, please?
Go
Can I
on.
cook? Thank you. Good Lord, little,
You just got a whole bunch of salt inside of there.
No,
Get out your fillers.
absolutely not. Listen, I just speak the truth, and then there's you. I love Figgy. He's my guy. That being said, I think this is a horrific matchup for Figgy. That being said, though, because unlike most people on this pod, I'm a real ride to die, regardless of their rank, regardless of if their outcome's not going to be great. As some of y'all like to bandwagon jump, namely AJ and Sky.
What?
So
As
I'm
I'm
going to go
sitting
ahead.
here with a Max Holloway shirt and hat on, what are we talking about?
So I'm going to go ahead and say Figgy, but if you are the betting folk like myself, I don't know how much I'm putting down there, respectfully.
So you're wishing on a dream.
I'm going
Wishing on a
Figgy.
dream, but still going with Figgy as my official pick.
I'm gonna go second round submission, Figgy. Second round submission.
Submission's not a bad.
Corey's about to piece him up.
He should.
Let's talk about UFC 317. Max Holloway, BMF belt, taking on your boy Dustin Poirier, and how this is such a pointless fight that no
Listen,
one's excited for.
have an easy way. The UFC, they need guys like myself and in the industry to make things easier. And it's like they make
To take
stuff.
it.
They make stuff extremely hard. So let me spill stuff. If y'all think I'm wrong, stop me.
You're
So
wrong.
there's a fellow named Islam Makhachev, right? He wants to fight at 170, right? Whatever. He can't. This whatever. Yo, there's literally like I don't know why that no one does this. Like, tell me why. Why do guys fight for the BMF belt at a weight class that this guy's ranked in it? The BMF belt is for the spotlight, is it not? It should be,
No.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I think the BMF should be spotlight. I don't think it should be a 55 or 145 or whatever. I think they should just put a certain weight on it and let Max and it's the last fight, and this fight has no significance. It has no significance on the rankings. So I think they should just let Max and let Dustin fight at 165. It's their last fight. They're ready for that 145, 155. Let them fight at 165 for the BMF belt, and that's it. That's my opinion. That's what I would do. I feel like this fight is like I'm gonna watch it because I like both fighters, but it's like make us want to watch something. I don't want to watch it because it's like I don't know. It doesn't do nothing for me.
I mean, I
Well,
don't want to
AJ,
watch.
there's a reason why you are not a professional.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it because Dustin Poirier doesn't look like he did 3 years ago. Looks older, and Max Holloway looks amazing, granted, but I don't know how he's going to perform after getting knocked out by
Max
Ilya.
Holloway looks amazing. You think so?
Max Holloway looks amazing. Last
Did
time I
he
saw
Yeah,
him,
Max Holloway, he looked good
It
against
was a good
Ilya.
performance.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on,
Did he?
real quick. Just I seriously, I think I know Dustin, I know Max is whatever, but Dustin looked better in his loss than Max did in his loss, in my opinion.
Are you
Those are two
smoking
completely
crack?
100%.
different. You can't compare them. Those are different
100%.
Completely
fighters.
different fighters, completely
Nah,
different fights.
Max looked
100%.
Max
Those
had
are
to deal with the
Islam
striking and
Makhachev was
Max had to deal with the
outboxing
striking
Dustin
and
Poirier.
wrestling. I mean, not Max. Dustin had to deal with the wrestling and striking, and he stood his ground until he got finished. Max got
Yeah,
put
but
out in what,
Islam
round 3?
Makhachev is going to back you up against the fence and knock you
Yeah.
out.
What are you
Islam
talking
Makhachev
about?
is going to more likely to get backed up against the fence than he is to back you up against.
So Max Holloway performed better against Ilya than Dustin performed against Islam Makhachev?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
bro. But I'm not saying
Crazy.
the
What
same
did
people.
Dustin do besides survive
Crazy.
until
I'm
he
not.
got tapped out?
That's
Y'all are
crazy.
You
just
know what?
sucking
What did
Dustin
Max
Poirier
do
dick.
besides get knocked out? What did
He
Max do
looked
besides
great
get
in that
knocked
fight.
out?
No,
He
Dustin
looked
looked
Really?
great
better.
in that fight.
No,
Because the
Dustin
ref
taking.
saved his life.
No, go back
The
and
ref
actually
That's
watch
saved
the
his
fight.
crazy.
life.
Go back and actually watch the fight. Like,
I'm
that's
The
the
not
ref
problem with y'all.
saved
entirely
his
Is that
life.
y'all sat there and watched Dustin Poirier get beat up, and because he looked halfway decent against Islam, because
And
y'all
Islam
put
had
Islam
staffing
up
for
here,
him.
y'all keep putting Dustin Poirier up there. That's not what happened. He survived, and then he got tapped out. That's what
Listen,
happened. The
The
man is a
ref
Dustin,
loser. He
saved
gets to the
his life.
championship, and then he
Dustin
gets
at
tapped
Yo,
out.
35,
we don't
he
gotta
made the pound for
chill out,
pound,
Dustin, bro. Dustin
best right
Poirier. What
now.
the fuck is
Sweat,
Dustin?
cut him open, made him. Yeah, Islam had to finish him. Islam had to.
No,
He
he
had to
didn't.
finish
He
him.
was winning.
He didn't
What
have
are
to
you
finish
talking
him.
about?
He
He was
probably.
up
I'm
like
saying
3-1
he
on the
probably would get him
scoreboard.
out of there. If he, listen, Islam was hurt. Islam was hurt in that fight. That boy was hurt.
Who cares?
Islam was
He could
hurting.
have
Who
Anybody
lost the
can get
cares?
last
hurt.
round and still won the decision. Like he
Yeah.
No,
wasn't winning.
that's fine, but we're not gonna sit here and say that Max Holloway performed better against Ilya than Dustin
Yes, we
performed against
are.
Islam. We're
Yes,
I'm
we
not
not
gonna
are.
do
saying he
that.
performed better than Dustin, but those
No.
are two completely different fighters. Like if you lose to Ilia Topuria, you're more likely to get finished than lose by.
Who performed better against Khabib? Conor
That,
McGregor or
wait, stop,
Ally
stop,
Quinter?
stop,
No, wait,
stop. Don't
I want to know
stop.
who
Hold
performed better
on.
against
Don't
Khabib? Ally
jump.
Quinter or
Don't
Conor
jump.
McGregor?
Don't
Those are
jump.
the same people, so you would
Alan
say
Who?
Quinta.
Ally
Who?
Quinta.
Don't
Alan Quinta
Uh,
jump.
performed better.
wait, Connor did get a round against Habib. I don't know if Habib. I don't know if Ally Quinta got a round against Habib.
At the end of the day, AJ, you actually again like saying some common sense, and I'm shocked. Like there's growth in your brain. Like I don't know. We're eating like the Wheaties this morning because 1,000% DP looked better in Islam than Max did against Ilya.
That's
That is
such a
a
weird
fact.
comparison.
It's a fact. You know what I
What
mean?
did DDP do? Why won't you guys answer that?
Are we numbering?
DDP,
Can I
Dreekis,
look at the
or
numbers?
why are we
Can
What
I
talking
look at
about
the
did
numbers?
DP?
Dustin Poirier do? Stop fucking dodging it. Quit being smart and answer the
Tough
question.
takedowns. He's tough takedowns. He made Islam work. I never seen Islam work like that before in the fight. He
Yes,
made
you
him work.
have against
Busted him
Volkanovski.
up,
Yes, you
Okay,
have.
busted him
okay,
up.
okay, Volk. Okay, against Volk. Okay, that's the only fight. In that fight, I just think yeah.
What did he
Shit.
do?
Dustin the reason why I'm picking Ilya to beat Islam. It's Dustin. That's why I'm picking Ilya to
You
knock out
guys,
Islam.
that
So
those
what you're
are
telling me? Wait,
those
wait.
are
So what
not
you're
the
telling
same.
me is
Those are not
that
equivalent.
Islam Makhachev is not that good of a boxer compared to people like Dustin Poirier. And Ilia
Islam
Topuria
Makhachev
is a better
boxing is
boxer than
elite
Dustin
because of
Poirier.
his
So
wrestling.
Max
When you
Holloway,
right
proxy,
when you
would
okay, now I'm
have had
listening
to
to
be
you.
good in
One
order
at a
to stay
time.
in the fight with Ilia Topuria for that long. Ilia
Okay.
Topuria is a much better boxer than Islam Makhachev. And
Yeah,
Yes.
now
Max Holloway was hurting Ilia at times, was catching him with right hands, hurting his oblique with the kicks.
Killing his oblique.
I'm about to say, like he was
Right
doing
in the
good.
third, right before he got caught, he was about to kick that man's leg off. But y'all don't remember that because y'all didn't actually watch the fight. All y'all see is the highlight of the knockout. Anyways,
And,
moving right
and
along.
What
The reason
did Max do besides get knocked out?
she just told
exactly
you.
what Isaiah
She just
just
told
said.
you.
He
Leg
literally
kicks?
just
Come
broke it
on.
down.
Come
Are
on. We're
you
talking about
listening?
leg kicks here.
I don't know.
A
I
leg
think
kick and
that's
an oblique
crazy.
kick are do completely different damages.
I watched the fight.
All right, I can't go back and forth about this because you just willfully want to be ignorant, and I'm gonna let you.
That's a
I'm
rage
sorry
bait,
that
bro.
I am willfully right, and it's hard for you to digest. Take
Yeah.
some Tums.
Okay. You're talking about a former champion compared to somebody who could never become champion in Dustin Poirier. The reason why I'm not excited for
Damn,
this
bro.
fight is
He was
because
champion.
I think that it does absolutely
He beat
nothing
Max
for
for the
Max
championship.
Holloway. For an interim belt that's not a champion.
Stop it. There's so
Oh,
It's
many.
not.
wait. Oh my God. And there's another thing. Sky, you're gonna get off, you're gonna get on me. But when I mean that the BMF belt has no significance right now, no significance. They're fighting for a retirement fight. There's no belt on the line. Ilya came in, he said what he said, he pointed to the crowd, Max ole, he ran away and got caught in the way and he got put out, and that's it. Not BMF champ, bro. Not
Agreed.
BMF champ.
So why
100%
is
agreed.
Why is the BMF up and why is Max Holloway getting pay-per-view points? Why is he headlining 317?
He
BMF
said
is
no. Max
the
said put the belt
BMF.
up because
The
Ilya said put the belt
BMF.
up.
Hold on, AJ. The BMF is not necessarily about a belt as it's supposed to be, right, a mentality. It stands for a mentality. That's a bad mother lover. That's
I
what it
love
stands
Max.
for.
I love
Right?
Max. You got to carry
I
that
love
flag,
Max.
bro.
You guys aren't saying
I'm
anything.
one of the biggest Max
You
Holloway
guys
fans on the
aren't
planet.
saying anything. Get to the
But
point. Why is
the
Max
point
Holloway
was,
headlining? Why is he getting paid? Why is he getting pay-per-view points?
The point was, Ilya called his shot, walked out, pointed to the ground, and said, "Let's get it." And Max said, "Nah, brother, I don't want this smoke. I
And,
don't want this
and
smoke."
Okay,
guess
so
what? And
Volkanovski
guess
should have
what?
lost his
And he
145
still
belt.
walked
Shut up.
away.
Volkanovski should have lost his 145 belt when he lost and got knocked out by Islam.
No, that's BM. That's not BMF.
Shut the fuck up, then. What are y'all chatting about?
What are you talking
y'all
about?
chatting
It's not
about?
BMF.
Why didn't he lose his belt? So why does it matter? Why does it matter?
Listen.
All of a sudden, this
silly
belt that
argument.
means nothing, the BMF belt that means nothing,
I
all
like
of a sudden
the
you
BMF.
want it to be passed off
No.
to Ilya.
That's not what I said. I like the BMF. I'm saying the fact that BMF stands because you're supposed to be a bad mamma jamma, shut your mouth, right? Ilya came out and said, "I want that action," pointed to the ground, said, "Let's get it." And Max was like, "Nah, dog," and ended up still getting knocked the fuck out.
I don't
And
think
so
Max would have
what
been a
you're
bad
saying,
motherfucker if he
we
got
already
knocked out
talked
in
about
round
this
one.
before, is that you wanted Max Holloway to be like BJ Penn's dumbass, stand in the middle of the octagon 10 minutes into a fight with a power puncher and get knocked the fuck out in 10 seconds after training for 12 weeks. You wanted
Exactly.
him to be a brain dead incel. Are you
And
How
then
does
guys
that fuck?
being
and
for
then the
real?
question
Like, this is a
becomes
professional sport. Like, are you
if he
guys
does
smoking
that.
crack? You want
Listen.
fucking LeBron James to keep taking threes from the other side of the point just because? Like, what are you guys talking about? You
Ilya,
guys sound
I'm not gonna
stupid as
lie.
fuck.
Ilya
Just get
just
baited into anything. Hey man, I'm a jiu-jitsu specialist. Get down on the ground with me and sit inside of my guard. Like, what are you guys talking about?
So we're
the
talking
question
about a
becomes, if
BMF
he
championship.
So
if
y'all
he
can clap
does
your
that,
hands.
A
Ilya just
BMF
sounds-
championship. What we're
Listen.
talking
And the
about.
BMF champion slept your guy.
BMF champion just got slept.
No, he
Automatically
didn't.
stripped
He
of the
was still
title.
awake. Like I
No, he was
said,
not.
you guys
Not silly.
wanted him to be a fucking idiot, which was never gonna happen. Thank God he wasn't so dumb. That would have been the dumbest thing he could have ever
But
did in
he
his whole
still
entire
lost.
life.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
It
matter.
does matter.
He didn't
What do you
lose by
mean?
getting baited. He didn't lose by getting baited.
No, he got baited because he got into a fist fight with a better fighter.
At the end
Welcome
of
to
the
Global
day,
Gym.
you
We're
guys
better
know
than
that
you.
what
We
you're
know
saying is ignorant and dumb. There's
No.
no way that you train for your whole fucking almost 4 months to fight somebody, and then within 10 seconds just decide, hey, this guy called me out. I'm gonna go in the middle of the octagon and stand and bang with a power puncher in the pocket. That makes so much sense.
How did that work out for him?
He
Listen,
didn't. He did
he
not
didn't
go to
do
the middle of the
that. What are you
octagon.
talking
And
about?
if we put everything
it
into
worked out fine
perspective,
for him. He didn't get knocked out in the first 10 seconds.
if we put everything in
Still a
perspective,
loser.
Max is kind of Ilya is kind of like, you know, Max's little son. The man got lost to the man 3 times
Little
before somebody else
son.
once knocked him out. And like I said, he's supposed to fight him. All you had to do was come meet me in the center. That's all you had to do. And the fact that he didn't do that,
you guys are trolling because it's hard
They're
for me to
rage
believe
baiting
that you
you,
guys
bro.
are that.
They know you like Max Holloway. You
No,
can't
but
rage
like,
bait.
okay,
yeah,
okay,
they're
hold
hella trolling
on, hold
because
on,
it's hard
okay,
for
hold
me to
on.
believe that like you have like made this make sense inside your head that any fighter, take away Max Holloway from it, any fighter should just stand in the middle of the octagon with somebody because someone points at the beginning of the fight just
It sounds like
because someone asked them to.
It sounds like
Listen,
you guys would
that
like more
belt is
moments
literally
like Bobby
called
Green's
baddest
that you couldn't with.
motherfucker.
Yes.
Baddest
That wasn't for the BMF belt.
motherfucker.
That wasn't
But
for the BMF
he
belt.
had it. He had it. Had one of the
So
most.
what you guys are
he
saying
had-
is that anytime somebody points to the ground in the middle and they have the BMF belt, that person should then oblige.
Yes.
Stop
Max-
being ignorant.
Yes.
Stop being dumb.
That's not
Stop
being
acting
ignorant.
like idiots.
That's his
no,
thing.
no, no,
That's
no, no.
Max
You guys are
Holloway's
literally
thing.
being dumb.
He's the
Okay,
person that
hey,
invented that.
real fast. Hey, comment down below. Let us know what you think. Obviously, we've been arguing about this to ad nauseum. Comment
craziest
down
shit I ever
below
heard.
and go ahead and tell Sky that she's being ridiculous.
Bro,
You guys
BMF.
have no respect for the art. That's what this sounds like. Y'all have no respect for the art of mixed martial arts.
Real quick,
If you
real
think
quick.
a fighter should
Please
just
tell
go
me.
and be a
Please
brain
tell me.
dead
Hold on.
fucking idiot. Like,
Real
that's
quick. Please tell me. If Ilya decides to walk out with the BMF belt, who's gonna take it away from him? Who's gonna say it's
Nobody.
not yours? Who's gonna say it's not yours?
Well, he
Nobody.
would have bought it. So yeah.
Don't let him walk into that fight with Islam with that damn belt on, because he could definitely do that.
Then
He
what?
could do that.
Then what?
Yeah.
Is
Walk
this
in
the
that fight with
official
the belt
belt?
with
Did Dana
Islam.
White put it on him? Where did he get it from? He got it from the fucking store. He had to pay $800 for
Listen,
it.
he dropped them off. He dropped them off and
Let
left
him
with
do
his
it.
belt. And left with
Let
the
him do
gold one.
it.
How
Let
you
him
ask
do
for the
it.
silver one and left with the gold one? You
Let
asked
him
for the
do
silver
it.
one and left with the gold one. That is
Let him
crazy.
do it.
That's crazy.
That's for
crazy.
y'all
Crazy.
people. That's for
That's
y'all brain
crazy.
dead people. Y'all can
Crazy.
have
That's
it.
crazy.
He can
That's
walk out
crazy.
with whatever belt he wants to. He can walk out with his old featherweight belt. It don't matter.
He can look at that one too. He got.
Hey, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Comment down
I
below.
find it really. Jace, are you really this brain dead? Straight
First of
face.
all,
Straight face.
hey. First of all, you being disrespectful.
Yes,
all
I
right?
am. Because you guys are being brain dead.
So I'm gonna need you to cut that out. Okay, realize I choke you out, little nigga. Okay, at the end of the day,
I choked you out. I got video.
you didn't choke me
Oh,
out. I didn't tap.
Yeah, and I let you
net prank
go.
too,
I'll
ironically.
never tap. I'll go to sleep because I'm a BMF, unlike Max Holloway.
and then answer me this: if he fight Dustin and get slapped, you're not fighting for that BMF again, bro. Get in my face, Max. You gotta win this
Obviously,
fight.
because he would lose the BMF title because that's what's on the line.
But he already lost it though.
He did not. He did
He
not.
did.
Like I asked you guys, how come Volkanovski didn't lose the 145 belt then when he lost to Islam?
It wasn't up.
That's exactly, the BMF belt wasn't up.
But
I
again,
love
Why are we still going back and forth about this?
The BMF is about a mentality, Sky. That's what you're not comprehending.
I am comprehending
No,
it
you're
because
not.
you could be a BMF and not fight for the BMF belt. Before the BMF belt was created by Nate Diaz, okay,
You're being absurd.
they already had it. So if this was about mentalities,
So
then
real
why
quick.
did they create a belt?
So one question, real quick. What is the difference from Max asking? No, not Max. From Ilya asking for his 10 seconds to begin the fight, and Max asking Justin for his 10 seconds to end the fight. What's the difference?
Because Max Holloway was giving Justin Gaethje, as he said, I don't know if you guys actually listen to interviews or you guys are really just walking around with mushrooms in your head. He said, I wanted to give Justin Gaethje that opportunity because I know that if it was the other way around, he would have gave it to me.
Ilya
And
tried to
Ilya
give him that
tried to
to
do
him
the same for
and
Max.
chased his
Ilya
ass
tried to do the
down.
same and said,
And
"Hey,
chased him
Max
down.
Holloway,
No,
Max
I'm being
Holloway,
dead ass. Hey, are you
this
guys
is
really
the
this
only."
stupid?
He said, "Max Holloway, this is the only way you can win this fight is to land this lucky punch right here.
Yeah.
It's the only way that is possible. So go ahead, because this is your only chance, one time only chance." And he didn't take it. What happened? He still ended up getting that ass
Bro, that is
wet.
horrible rage bait.
Yeah, I mean, being
That
this
is horrible
ignorant and
rage
on
bait.
the internet for people to see is crazy. Somebody's gonna watch this and see you guys being dumb as fuck. That's
Listen,
crazy.
I love Jerome. I love Jerome.
You do not love Jerome. Leave him out of
Max
this.
Holloway is my guy, but I
No,
gotta be
he's
call a
not.
spade
You
a
guys
spade.
are
I just
crackheads.
No.
it's weird to me. And then he knocked out the guy that you lost to 3 times. And I don't know. It's weird to me.
Okay. Let's move it on. Let's move it on. Good God.
I
Didn't realize I thought I raised my sister better than this. I guess not. I'll take blame for it.
Yo, real quick though, Isaiah, who's your favorite fighter of all time since the first time meeting you?
I diss on y'all. Israel, I diss on y'all.
Israel? Okay.
That's my nigga. Volk is up there too. Volk, Usman, they all up there. But Izzy's my favorite because that was the first. That was the fighter I got me in the sport.
Do you want to see Izzy fight again?
I didn't after Imavov. I see him fight Strickland. I wouldn't mind it.
But he won, right?
You guys didn't hear my take on the Imavov fight, but I had a feeling Imavov was going to KO him with that right overhand. He's too fast. If Izzy can't react to people like DDP, he wasn't going to react to Imavov. But Sean Strickland's not that fast. He's
But Sean
also
Strickland already beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, but I mean, my take on that fight is that Izzy fought terrible. I think that's proven by the fact that he's showed up and fought better in his last 2 outings, which most people would agree on, and the fact that Sean Strickland has fought worse in his last 2 outings. So, with that being said, could a 36-year-old Izzy beat Sean Strickland today? It's possible. So,
Fuck no.
That's a good
that's
fight. I don't know. I think Izzy.
Sean beats the shit out of him
Is that his
again.
retirement fight? I think Sean is his
beat the
retirement
shit
fight.
out of him with a jab.
yeah, exactly. That's what I keep
He's
saying. Like
acting like he'll
Jace
get
is
finished.
literally saying anything.
Me?
Yes, you're literally saying anything.
No.
Yo, but
Just
like,
because you're rage baiting over there fiddling with your hands.
You know, just because I do this every single pod, just because your guy is having like effects of CTE and thinks that there's a fake him, a fake his mom, a fake his brother, he thinks everybody's fake BJ Penn.
Yo.
All of Jace's fans, like, this is why I don't want Jace to like Max. I don't want Jace to like nobody, because all of his guys are nuts, literally.
Yo, you do
Tony
like weird
Ferguson,
people, bro.
he's
Wait,
bad
real
luck.
quick, guys.
49ers haven't won since you've been alive, guys.
Wait.
Like,
That's not true.
Wait, Scott, what's
did they?
next?
How old were you?
94.
Before you were a fan.
94, they won Super Bowl to beat the Chargers.
Wait, Sky. So, Sky, if I'll say one. I think Max is gonna finish Dustin. Well, so when Max finished
Oh,
Dustin,
I already had a dream. It's happening.
what's next about that? So what's next for Max? What's next?
Absolutely nothing, because he's fighting somebody that's retiring. This is absolutely nothing for Max Holloway. It's a pointless ass fight. That's why I personally don't want to see it, because it doesn't help Max in any way, shape, or form. He's fighting a fighter that's retiring. So whoop-de-doo. Yeah, that's that. Oh, was there anything else aside from the Francis thing that happened?
Oh, that was
Well,
terrible.
Real fast, because I gotta go right now. I speak on this, and I gotta get out of here. Stop this narrative of poor Francis. Okay, someone fucking died. Right. Like, stop the narrative. Stop it. People were saying, "Oh man, poor Francis, poor Francis." No. Like, from what I gathered, he killed somebody, vehicular manslaughter. Poor the family of this 17-year-old child that haven't got to live life. And that being said, glory, Man United. As y'all know, emo never dies. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.
Y'all, Jace really said that Deigo Lopez won that fight against Volkanovski.
Nah, hell no.
He just be tweaking, bro. I'm
When I
telling you,
talked to
crazy,
him outside of the pod, he really said that, and I'm still shooketh, because I'm like, there's no way you watch that fight with two eyes and think that Deigo Lopez won.
Even the round Deigo knocked Volk down, I don't think he won that round either. Like,
exactly.
Like,
but you can give it to him. I'm not mad if you give it to him. Fine, give it to him. But like,
because Volk rocked him that round too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one thing that like people forget. Like when they start watching fights, like they only really remember what happens towards the end of the round. That's like kind of like the last in memory. But like even if you go back to Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker, I thought that Jalen Turner won that fight. In that same round that Hooker like hurt him, he almost got Dan Hooker out of there.
Yeah,
like it was just like I thought that Jalen won, but. Hey, shout out to Jalen.
That's the same reason why I thought Ian should have beat Shavkat, because I thought he had Shavkat beat with the choke. I know he didn't choke him out, but that was the closest that the fight was gonna finish.
It's different though.
That was one round though. Ian was like losing 4 rounds to 1 at that point.
True.
But but seeing Volkanovski turn back the clock a little bit.
You know what it is though with the Volk fight, because I think Deigo was. Nah, it was. But Deigo had so much aura and so much. Like, he wasn't supposed to lose that fight. That's what I'm trying to get.
Yes, he was. I kept telling y'all that. Because Volkanovski has a better skill set and he's a better fighter. Period.
But Jace's not the only one though, because I have Instagram and shit. I'm looking. Oh, I think Deigo won that fight. That shit is crazy. I think Deigo had some aura to him that people didn't want him to lose that fight. But he lost though. Clearly, Deigo lost that fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jace be tripping. But
who's the next main event? The next main event, next pay per view.
Bilal and JDM.
Yep.
I'll wait for that one.
And then Julie and Kayla on the same card, and then my girl Natalia Silva taking on Alexa Grasso. Let's go, Natalia!
I know. Good up to her.
Alexa Grasso fighting? That was a good fight.
Now you need to watch out for her opponent, Natalia Silva. Go back and run her fights back. They're all exciting.
That's the Muay Thai striker or kickboxer?
Yeah, she's Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, okay.
She nasty.
She's good.
Watch what she did to Andrade.
Andrade? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was there live for that in the Apex. It was nasty. Actually, I've seen 3 of her fights at the Apex. I've seen the one where
I'm happy they get her out the Apex.
Yeah. Right. She needs to be in the crowds. Like her very first fight is one of my favorite fights. Her against Jasmine Jasdovitakis. Her debut, she looked like a female Izzy out there. She was styling on Jasmine. I thought, Papa.
Is that the fighting nerd girl or that's somebody else?
That's the chick from Canada. She's fighting on this card.
No, the one fighting nerd, that's the one you're talking about though? She's from fighting nerd?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not sure who she trains with. One time I seen her walk out with what's his name? The big old dude at 185, Paulo Costa.
Paulo Costa. Oh, he's
Yeah,
like that gym and shit. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So AJ, you had talked about it before we get out of here. You had talked about the fact that like you thought that a fighting nerd was gonna lose soon, and that would start the downfall of the fighting nerds. Like, is this loss that we didn't even get to talk about Ian Gary's performance, but is this
We
loss the
or
start?
even didn't. No, it's like I don't know. Like out of all of them, I thought it was Ruffy the worst. But after he shows some takedown defense, I'm like okay. I think I'll put Carlos ahead of Ruffy. But I think they're gonna be good though. Especially with Gene and Kaio, I feel like they're different. They're gonna be champions eventually. So I feel like they're gonna be good. Yo, and I don't know. This might be the only loss they have like in the next 3 years. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like they're all that good.
Mm.
Mm,
It's just that Mauricio with the Sharks. He can swim with the Sharks. He probably gonna be the odd one out.
we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to tell for some of them because they're we're like, or at least with Rufy and Protez, they were so low in the rankings.
Yeah,
Like
but like
they could have
Gene,
given Protez some fights for him. Like he could have beat Jeff Neal. I think Protez could have beat Jeff Neal probably.
you see, but the way Ian was punching on him, though, Jeff Neal going, I don't know.
Jeff Neal doesn't
Ian,
have that kind of output. Ian Gary is smarter than Jeff Neal because what
yeah,
Ian Gary
but
was doing was Ian Gary was moving to Protez's left side and he would throw that right head kick so Protez couldn't throw his left hook.
you know what they shouldn't do to Protez? They shouldn't give him MVP. That's what they shouldn't do.
They should have given him who?
They shouldn't give him MVP. They shouldn't because MVP gonna pick him apart too.
Yeah,
Maybe even worse.
yeah.
Yo, Ian might be the like. This might sound crazy, but overall, he might be the best fighter in that division. Overall, like
Over
that's
your
every.
Sean Brady?
Yeah, even I think Sean Brady's more dominant grappling, but overall, Ian's better than him. But Sean's gonna take him to. Sean's beating all these guys. I don't care about none
I
of
think
that.
Ian's better than Leon right now, probably. I think Ian
Leon,
Gary could beat Leon in the fight. They
Leon
should
is
book that
done.
next.
Nah, I think they should put Leon and Carlos.
No, you don't
Get
get
Leon
that.
out of there. Leon is done. He's not hungry like that. I don't think he's
Leon
hungry
is
anymore.
I
done.
mean, Ian Gary's a winnable fight.
For Leon, nah. I think Leon picks.
Winnable.
Yeah.
I think Ian picks Leon apart.
Yeah.
And yo,
I,
and Ian is big.
Leon's just
Ian's big too. He's not little.
pause.
Pause. That was pause. He's tall. He's tall and shit.
Leon,
That
Leon
was crazy.
has a bigger frame than Ian Gary, if
Mm.
anything. So I don't think he'll get taken down. He just has to stand with him. And the only thing, I mean, Ian Gary has better boxing than Leon, but if Leon makes the right adjustments, he could beat Ian Gary.
That's a good fight. I think that's fight. I think that they do that next though. I think they might do that shit in Ireland. Ian versus Leon. Yeah. Who does Leon fight next? Now that I really think about it.
No
Doesn't
one.
matter.
I don't. Who is like
Nobody
Gilbert
Oh,
does it.
Burns or something?
George.
Or
She's gonna fight George. George gonna come. I
I
heard that
forget
George shit
else.
somewhere.
Mm.
Yeah, I say just give him Ian Gary, but
Sure, he could beat Jorge if Jorge comes back. That's about the only person he can beat at this point.
that's another old man, bro. I'm sick of these
Mm.
fights.
Hey,
Oh,
that's all.
we even talk about Anthony Smith getting battered in his retirement fight.
Bro, I turned that fight off.
That was sad. Like they really did that. Like Dana really was like, yo, let's give him Ming Yang last fight. Like did I like really? That's crazy. Like
Hey, but if you think about it, sometimes people rise to the occasion. Think about
Robbie.
yeah, think about Robbie with Luca. With Vicente, not Luca, but Nico Price. Went inside there within what was it, less than a minute, knocked him out. So,
Yeah,
you never know.
that motherfuckers both retired that night. I ain't seen Nico again.
I didn't see Nico. Oh my god.
They both retired.
Um Isaiah, did you have like any topics or points that you wanted to hit?
Um, I mean, we talked about the last card, so I don't know. I didn't, not particular. I just wanted to talk about like the state of the UFC and stuff. Or I just say this like a little rant. I feel like the UFC is going bad right now because we're not getting fights. People are. Islam is saying I'm gonna move up. Justin Gaethje saying I won't fight anyone below me. I want a title shot. Welterweight, there's like 5 number 1 contenders.
It
Middleweight,
really
Sean Strickland is saying I'm not fighting any contenders. I want to fight DDP first, just to
they
get
need
beat up
to
for
they
five
need to
rounds.
They need to make another
And it's
division.
going on and on and on and on. Kai Kara France versus Pantoja's taking a millennium just to be the headline of a main
I think
event.
it's that Netflix and ESPN deal though. That's I think that's stifling a lot of shit right now. I think so. I think trying to get a deal done. Like I was watching a video on
But
YouTube.
that
It
doesn't
made
matter
sense.
because that's next year.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but don't they need the fights booked into like they can't
No,
like so they
no.
can sign contracts and not have fights books? I don't think they're
Yes,
gonna do that. Really?
that's trust me.
But if you're Netflix, wouldn't you want them to book John Jones and Tom Asamoah already before you even sign them?
No,
Mm.
no, no. The
Yeah.
current schedule that the UFC has is because that's what ESPN needed. ESPN needed that amount of fights.
Mm.
Because during like say like once the NBA playoffs is over, then it's just baseball. Like who the fuck is watching that? You know what I mean? So they need the UFC to have
Mm.
something that's going on to fill in that gap. So that's
Real
why
quick,
it's on so frequently. So whoever they partner up with next, whether it's ESPN or Netflix or Amazon or whatever kind of one-off deal that they do, um, the scheduling can change.
But I feel like that's one of the reasons we saw Alex Pereira so much last year. Like he
Mm-hmm.
had, not counting, in a calendar year, he had 4 main events.
Mm-hmm.
Because he fought Yuri, he fought at 300, fought Yuri again, fought, and then
did one
fought
correct?
Khalil Roundtree.
I fuck Khalil, yeah.
Like,
Khalil.
there's nobody, I can't get nobody else to fight. And
Yeah.
I love Alex.
And that's another thing to point out is that like those fighters, Alex, Izzy, Volk, the
Sean,
fighters that
uh,
really no not Sean, but the fighters that was really fighting frequently like that, eventually you hit a wall. You hit a point to
Mhm.
where it's like you need to take a little bit of time. It's a lot on the body to have back to back to back training camps like that. Fighting 4 times in a year, like it's not just the actual fight. It's the training camps and what it does to your body, and then you're not allowing your body like to properly heal the full as much as it should in between those times. So a lot of those workhorses end up getting put down early because they've put so much tread on their tires, but at the exact same time, their pockets are getting fat.
right. Yo, real quick though, Scott,
Yeah.
you made a good point. I think it was you, Isaiah, or Jace. But somebody said something about Patty fighting once a year. That's why he does it though. Shit like that.
Yeah,
That's why
that's,
Justin does it
yep.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And obviously it's beneficial too. So
yeah. I think 2 fights a year should be what a fighter aims for.
and if you don't get hurt,
I
three,
agree.
right? If you don't get hurt, three. Right.
I
Yeah,
don't like people sitting out waiting for a title shot, though. That's what
that's
gets
Yo,
awful.
annoying. You have the
yeah.
number one contender. That's the only person that should be sitting
Yo,
out to do
real
anything.
real quick, you know who's gonna be to that guy's detriment that he fights once a year, and I think they're gonna catch up to him because they can fight more frequently than this guy. Then Shavkat, I think they're gonna catch up with him. 'Cause right now he's cream of the crop, but he doesn't fight enough like the rest of them do. I think they're gonna catch up to him soon.
Yeah, well, right now he's hurt, so by the time he comes back around, the landscape will be different, and you know,
He's not a
world.
boogeyman no more. He's just Shavkat. Like he's not a boogeyman no more. It's crazy.
Bro, he
Yeah,
need a top 5 win. He can't even, like, I don't,
yeah,
like
yeah.
his last win before Gary was Stephen Thompson. Y'all can't do that, bro. And he was gonna fight for a title last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he.
That's corny.
But yeah, with that being said, you guys, we will be back next week. Every Wednesday, we are here. Until then, we are out. Peace.